please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's Log, Subdate 230926.9. As we're now heading to our new location, I've reached out to my chief engineer to start the process of building us a new space on the Arcadia to further expand our realm and Bork Torture space. Updates to follow. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do something I normally do on the Omegon 2 channel. We're going to do a response video. Why? Because I have an abundance of sources and this one tickles me to no end. There is a wing of TikTok, the entire platform when you really think about it, but let's focus on one for now and entertain the others another day. That indulges and indulges and indulges. In fact, the indulgences are so much, they push a dangerous message, thinking that that message is empowering for them. These people that typically do this often find that with TikTok and most of social media, they're not on the right side of history and are fundamentally disagreed with, which then gives them free content to reply to everyone with smarmy little music lip sync clips. Yes, you've seen them, I have no doubt of it, they've done their rounds on virtually every platform. If you're the one person that hasn't, well done! You're the one person, you're so unique. You're a hipster, shut up. I have made my view quite clear when it comes to body positivity and fat acceptance. Certainly the fat acceptance movement, in the sense that I cannot abide it when it is pushed as normal and or healthy. Because I find it strange that children and the obesity levels being on the rise is seen as bad, but when it's an adult doing it, it's totally fine and we should do everything we can to champion it. The double standard, the hypocrisy, the contradiction is quite frankly overwhelming. It's almost gotten cliche as well that we're supposed to accept people of all different shapes and sizes, but apparently only those shapes and sizes that are bigger are supposed to be championed, but at the same time it's the skinny that are really championed. Yes, in the same sense that Tess Holliday had anorexia. Right, okay. Well, I'm glad we're in agreement here on the healthy and unhealthy. We have two different people from TikTok and two different styles of content. Let's go with that. The first is someone called Radiantly Golden. Now, I actually went and took the liberty of looking at their account first, and I found some videos that I feel adequately answer queries I have concerning criticisms they have received. But I'm going to play the first video that was shared about on Twitter first, before we then go to some of their other videos.
What I eat in a day is a fat person not trying to lose weight.
That on its own is quite the bold statement to make on social media, especially because when you say you're a fat person who's not trying to lose weight, someone's going to pounce on you and say, but why? Of course, I accept your personal choice is totally valid. As long as you are not a burden to other people, I don't really care. But I will admit that first sentence on its own is quite baity. And as someone that eats quite healthy, I'm intrigued to see what you, as a fat person not trying to lose weight, do in your typical daily life to maintain your weight, because you have to eat a certain amount beyond the recommended daily intake to maintain certain sizes.
First some lemonade, then I got this beans and 3 plate from one of my favorite places. It's black beans, greens, sweet potatoes, and bean and corn salad, and I washed it down with a fruit tea. Then I had some hummus and some veggies. I had some mini sweet peppers and carrots.
To a casual outsider, this can seem or appear quite healthy. That is not the case. When one takes the time to look at what each of those individual meals are, or items are, you realize that there is a bit of a carbohydrate load and a considerable amount of sugar in the morning. Now, I find that that is quite silly, because as you get on with the day, you're not really balancing what you're taking in, but then you are, as you've stated, a fat person not trying to lose weight. So it makes sense that you will eat whatever it is you think makes you look good, which I'm sure to an extent this makes you think you do, while simultaneously devouring what you really want. Nothing wrong with that, of course. Again, personal choice.
After that, I needed a little pick-me-up, so I had a coffee. And a little bit later, I had this snack. I had some chocolate chip mini muffin. I also had some fruit gushers, because why not? This dried watermelon is so freaking good. Had some water and then some pretzel crisps. Here I am giving my stamp of approval, had some more water because they were salty, and then finished out the night with some ramen and spicy chicken.
So what I gathered from that very short video that was being shared about is that you like your sugar, a lot of sugar, you like a lot of salt as well. Yes, I paid attention, ramen is not exactly a very healthy food. In fact, I consider it a poor person's food because it's caloric dense as a lot of salt. And you finish the day with protein. Not much protein, I might add, but some. This would explain certain deficiencies. Now, in the case of this individual, Radiantly Golden, I found out that on their TikTok, they list themselves as disabled. In some videos, they stand and walk about. In others, they're in a wheelchair. I do believe if they have health condition, there might be some validity to one's inability to lose weight if they want to lose weight. In this case, though, she does not want to lose weight. So I found one or two videos of interest. One was concerning unsolicited advice.
Trying to muster up the I give a energy, so hold on a second.
What I find fascinating about this particular video is that you are basing it on an assumption that people are going to go and watch your content to understand who you are, right? People aren't going to do that, which is why many people on TikTok don't grow very much. In this instance, you've got 22,000 followers. You're still a nobody because you're 22,000 followers on TikTok and your videos average about 500 views. If you have a message you're trying to push, no one's going to see it. So a snarky little 7-second clip of you saying you don't give a damn isn't going to resonate well when people ask genuine questions or maybe have advice for you to improve yourself. Other was gaslighting doctors. Now this one intrigues me because, as is often the case, we don't get much context. We get a very short clip of information and a bunch of conditions to tell us all about who Ashton Radiantly Golden is. At the same time, all I get is further confirmation that you, Radiantly Golden, are the type to make every excuse for why you can't do something. If a doctor told me that I couldn't do something because of a condition, I'd want to prove them wrong. If a doctor gaslit me, it doesn't mean they're wrong, it just means they gaslit. Words like gaslighting, ad hom, straw man, and various fallacies have been doing their rounds for a while, and people like to use them as a way of dismissing the argument. But without providing additional context, all we get from you is the inference, the implication perhaps, that you are the type to make every excuse for why you can't do something. So that's one user and one set of videos with one very unhealthy message, but at the same time, they're not compelled, nor should they have any reason to give out a positive message for change. Again, it comes down to personal choice. I do think the choice of meals isn't the best for getting the most out of your day. I phrased it that way on purpose because that doesn't necessarily mean you have to eat super healthy to get the most out of your day. But if you start the way that this individual started, it's going to be a struggle. The second video is another person also promoting a very unhealthy lifestyle. The only issue now, though, is I have no identification as to who the person is. The video was shared to Twitter by Alan Roberts, who tweeted, "When you've had a lap band surgery and gastric sleeve surgery, but you're still fat as F, no wonder why. I consider both surgeries shortcuts and cheat codes."
If you get triggered or upset about a fat person eating, you're going to want to click off this video.
You've made this video to bait, I see. Very clever. You've also done it to encourage the feeders who love watching larger girls chowing down on what they deem to be the bestest of best nommy nom noms. Just a quick thing. Hypothetically, if Alan is correct and you've had 2 different types of weight loss surgery and you are still quite a large person, how dedicated are you to harming yourself that you would risk your health further by going back on the surgeries you are alleged to have had? With no level of irony, I have to say you're a bit of a glutton for punishment.
Best pickle pizza. Okay, this is what I want to try.
I think it's going to be good.
First bite. Is it too hot or is it good? Perfect. What's the 5-star rating? Cheese pull.
5.
Really?
I'd get it again 100 times over.
All right.
It's the best. Right?
Pickle and pizza.
I mean, hi, who doesn't love a dill pickle?
That's a 5.
I have a suitable rebuttal. Don't worry, everyone. I've got you. Here it comes. Ew. You're welcome. It is highly intellectual. No pseudo-lectual skeptic clone nonsense here. No. We're above that. In favor of ew. Now, of course, I can't judge one meal. It's not enough information for me to truly understand a fat person eating and the niche little corner it inhabits on places like TikTok.
All right, we're gonna try the chicken bacon ranch poutine.
Look at how gorgeous.
Oh my god, the cheese again. The cheese.
Mom's a food influencer now. Out of 5, what are we giving it? 5? We're having good luck.
I don't know, but this is some good shit.
Chicken, bacon, and ranch.
I'm gonna give this a 4.
Okay.
It's good, but not as good as pizza.
Oh, okay.
It took me a second to realise just how big her hand was. 4 out of 5 though for, well, cheese curds, gravy and chips. Fair enough. I guess it's never going to be up there with the likes of a decent shepherd's pie.
Pickle lemonade, you have to try it.
Ew, no.
We're gonna try it. Is it very pickly? Is it very pickly?
Yeah. You might like it. You're a pickle girl.
That's pickle lemonade, alright. It's kind of interesting. I don't hate it as much as I thought I would.
Okay.
We got jalapeno cheese corn dog. It's like built into the corn dog.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it takes a minute to get the jalapeno. I like it.
Now,
4.
on a scale of 4. Okay.
Corn wrapping is really good. It's kind of sweet and it's got a crunch to it. A 3.5.
If we are to believe what Alan has said, and you are still doing things like this after surgeries to try and improve your life, to cut corners in doing so, you are intentionally seeking to further harm yourself under the guise of body positivity and fat acceptance. But I'm just being me when it suits me. The rest of the time I'm going to be really insecure and get surgeries to cut corners to cheat because I can't be asked to put the effort in. But it's okay. I've had the surgeries, which means I'm allowed to go back and do this again. Which couldn't be further from the truth if you intend to look after yourself. Those who take it seriously and actually get to a level where they can have those surgeries, do it because they really want to make change. If you have had those surgeries, this just speaks volumes about those who invariably relapse. I'm sure there's a percentage for it. It's hardly ideal and you are not a beacon for positivity.